Hello and welcome to the Come Alive podcast. I'm your host, Mirchandani. I'm a mother with a story, a business leader with a vision, and an author whose work focuses on transforming lives and relationships through a better understanding of self-love. Today's episode is called A Perspective to Isolation, Ways to Keep Yourself Engaged. Today I'll be sharing my experience of how to stay present during isolation when tested positive and how to make the most of time alone to reflect and reboot. I will also share the things I did to keep my daughter engaged and present in the moment so she could enjoy it. I hope you will see how every situation is an opportunity to experience moments we choose to experience. How every experience can work in your favor and how you can shift your mind to enjoy the present moment. And to ensure that this episode is super practical, I will share the activities and things my daughter and I did in isolation and the conversations we had, many of which we had not touched on before. It was the 27th of December. And my twins were super excited for the last week of holidays before they resumed school. We had planned a road trip with friends to Jabal Jais, the highest point in the UAE. To my surprise, my daughter Vihana got up with a fever. For the safety of all in the house, I rushed her for a COVID test. On return, we isolated, awaiting the results. And sure enough, my worst fear had come true. My little girl tested positive for COVID-19. However, what I was actually worried about was, how would I keep a twin apart from another, as till date in 10 years they have never been away from each other. Every time life throws a curveball at us, we must know that we have the power to own it and the time that we are in. We must drive it rather than be driven. We need to make the most of any time alone to grow us rather than feel sad or sorry for ourselves. Every situation is a blessing in disguise. We need to believe in it, then we will be able to honor it. When we isolated ourselves, Vihana had a fever and I didn't know how long it would last. So I had to be mentally prepared for anything and everything. With God's grace, Vihana's fever subsided in 2 days. So I thought it may be a false positive. I was excited and ordered some COVID test kits to use at home. We naturally both hoped for the best. However, ironically, when the results appeared, it turned out that now both of us were positive. Day 3, I developed a cough and a cold, and I knew that this cough and cold would last for at least 4 days, if not more. Besides keeping Vihana engaged and happy, I had to now take care of myself too. And so, using the learnings over the last few years, I was able to quickly put a strategy together. I will share the 3 most important reflections and learnings that came out of my time in isolation. 1. I had to move from doing to being. As human beings, we forget to be and are so engrossed in doing everything all the time, especially as a mother. This experience taught me that I had to be whatever my daughter wanted me to be in every moment. And so, my only focus was to make sure she doesn't feel low, and hence, when she said to dance, I would dance. When she said she wanted her dolls to have a party, we dressed the dolls and had a party. She wanted to play ball, so we played ball. She wanted a companion to play and speak because that was what she was missing the most, and I had to be it. I had to not be a mother and be the twin she was missing and feeling isolated from. 2. Being present in the moment. I say this often to my clients and work on it regularly for myself. It's really what helped me sail through isolation. Being present. The ability to be present in the now means not letting my mind and thoughts run into the future or go back into the past. All I was certain of was to make this time memorable for my daughter so when we look back, we have sweet memories. So, when she didn't want to eat, being present in the moment connected me to her. This comfort allowed her to reconnect to her food, and all because I was present in the moment with her. 3. Writing. I cannot lay enough emphasis on the power and effect of writing. We wrote so much in the 8 days. She helped me with my ideas on the second book. She wrote a story. We did gratitude lists. She planned her 10th birthday on paper. She penned down her new room ideas. Writing gave us both so much pleasure. From plans to prayers, we covered it all. My ultimate realization was the power of our mind and thoughts. Only when we take that first step in the direction to conquer it will we be able to win. Peace of mind comes from within. We need nothing but dedication to attain it. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Come Alive podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please leave us a 5-star rating and review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whichever app you are hearing this. Moreover, please share it with anyone who needs to hear it. If you are watching the visual podcast on YouTube, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, as well as leave us a like and a comment. I look forward to us talking again on the next episode. Thank you for listening and lots of love.